Ken McClure retired as Sac County, Iowa sheriff after 37 years in law enforcement. A veteran of the sheriff's office replaced him in July.
Today, KTIV's Gabriella Quinones sat down with newly appointed Sheriff Jonathan Meyer.
It makes me feel good. I mean, knowing that the Board of Supervisors trust that I can fill Kenny's shoes and take over and do a good job.
Before Jonathan Meyer became the sheriff of Sac County, he worked as a canine handler and sergeant for the sheriff's office. He says it will be an adjustment from being out in the action to administrative duties.
It's kind of a shock. You know, I'm kind of one of those guys that wants to be out there doing the stuff, but also, again, you know, it's a step in the right direction for me and for me and my son.
Meyer is from Denison, Iowa. He worked at several police departments before making his way to Sac City. He has a 2-year-old son, and one of Meyer's goals as sheriff is to inspire children to make good decisions.
That's something that I want to continue to do, is have our deputies get into schools and teach kids about bullying, the use of drugs and stuff like that as well.
Meyer says once he settled into the new position, he's hoping to start patrolling again. In Sac City, Iowa, Gabriella Quinones, KTIV News 4.